Attention! This video contains multiple references to Part 1 and the theories established therein. If you've not watched this video, you're likely going to be confused and it's going to make it seem like I'm pulling all this stuff out my plot hole. And while that might be somewhat entertaining, it's strongly suggested that you watch that video first. Thank you. Ever have plans made up and then the world just decides to do everything in its power to prevent you from doing just that? Yeah, that's a thing. Hey everypony, I'm Dulcet, the Pony of Harmonics, and welcome back to part 2 of my analysis on dragons. A very late analysis. Because apparently life itself has a vendetta on me. Well, whatever, in all seriousness, we're talking about Spike. Spike, though the smallest dragon we've seen, is considered a dragon by the show's canon. He possesses all the major properties of dragons, magical scales, fire breath, and an inherent love of gems in his diet. However, Spike's a special case, considering how he was both born and raised. From birth, Spike has a lot of questions lingering. Why was his egg the one at the school tryouts? Is hatching dragon eggs common? If so, why is there so little information about dragon culture in Equestria? Sadly, none of these questions have ever been answered, other than the plot demanded it. One major aspect of Spike is his lack of wings. And it's not like stunted wings like Scootaloo or bulk biceps, or amputated wings like a certain brawny analyst. It's just that they're not there. There are a few major theories as to why he doesn't have wings. 1. Spike never developed them because he was born prematurely. 2. His family genetics don't have wings. 3. Celestia sealed his wings development with magic before giving him to Twilight. Or 4. Spike is tied to Twilight as a familiar, and thus didn't get enough magic to gain his wings, or is bound by the contract not to grow them. Of the 4, I believe that the second is most likely. While premature babies tend to have physical deformities or stunted growth, most do lead normal lives later on in life. It just takes them a while to catch up. However, I doubt Spike will grow wings, mainly because he doesn't need them. Wings are not a necessity for a dragon, and we saw something to prove it in Gauntlet of Fire, the Slingtails. These dragon minions are lesser reptiles that throw rocks at competitors during the episode, and though they don't match his body type, it does prove that dragons do exist in Equestria without wings. His adult form will probably look more like he did in Secret of My Excess. Many think this will not represent his final form considering how his growth came to be. However, Spike himself is an outlier to begin with. We can't assume anything that happens to him is out of the realm of possibility. However, with the inclusion of Gauntlet of Fire, specifically the advent of Spike's scales being magical in nature, the pieces have fallen into place for something that is going to change the face of the show once again. Light the fuse, because Spike is going to grow, and very soon.
When 2 delegates had a falling out, I'm the one who fixed their friendship. I listened to that pony drone on about gems for 45 minutes, so Twilight wouldn't have to. I moved a polo match away from the tower so she could sleep. And I didn't even eat that delicious-looking statue. I'm a decision-making master.
Here's a question. How many times in Season 5 have we seen Spike eating gems? Only twice have we ever seen him not munching on a ruby, when he was snarfing down pancakes and when he was assumed glomming down his meal and amending fences. His appetite in recent seasons has been downright voracious, especially for gems. And since gems have magical potential, he's essentially building up a huge reservoir of magic. Just seeing how big the smooze gets from a room full of gems, imagine what a season full would do. The only thing is Spike hasn't grown at all. It's likely the reason Spike hasn't grown an inch is because he isn't psychologically ready. From birth he was raised by a pony, taught the ways of Equestria, and has been Twilight's loyal companion. Being raised outside of dragon culture, he's been taught that greed isn't a good thing. In fact, he's been shown exactly what happens when greed takes a hold of him. Though this transformation was abnormal and temporary, this scene says it all. He would rather be small and innocent than be the monster he turned into. This sadness and fear has driven him to stay his current size. However, we've now seen reasons for him to grow as a character. Throughout the latter half of Season 5 and into Season 6, we've seen Spike shine as a character. Spike was very useful and loyal in both the finale and the premiere, and we now see him at his finest in the Gauntlet of Fire. But there's something going on with the overall narrative that is slowly changing the dynamic. Spike was put down by Rarity on many occasions, but in the Season 5 finale, this happened.
Rarity, it's me!
I don't socialize with dragons. I don't know any pony who would.
From then on, he's been more alert to Rarity's standoffish comments, even twice this episode. More than that, all the characters he's close with have reached or have come close to reaching their dreams. Twilight has become a full princess, Rarity has become an entrepreneur, Rainbow Dash has now both hoofs in the Wonderbolts. Everyone that's had a goal has achieved it, except for him. And then there's the ships.
And we are. I never should have left you back there. Please don't make me talk about my feelings.
Since Season 6 started, there's been a multitude of female characters the fandom has decided to ship with Spike. Aside from the classic Twice Spike and Sparity shippings, Starlight Glimmer and Dragonlord Ember have come onto the scene, and if you dig too deeply, maybe even Moondancer. There's been major distancing of Spike from Rarity, and honestly, I feel that that's intentional. Then there's the timing.
Sure did. Next week's my birthday, and this is my birthday dinner.
We've established that from Season 1 to Season 5 an entire year has passed. Season 6 is upon us, meaning only one thing. Spike's birthday is coming up again. Considering what happened last time, it's likely he'll be like Fluttershy on Nightmare Night, afraid to celebrate lest he grow again. And thus we have the plot of the next 2 Spike episodes this season. Spike will have to deal with living his birthday in fear, setting the stage for a future episode where only he will be able to help, but only after breaking through those emotional and mental barriers that have hindered his growth. And if I'm right, it won't be for Rarity.
Well, that didn't work.
Spike has been unconsciously gathering up magical energy to age past the baby dragon phase. It's only because of his mental barriers that he hasn't grown already, and the next 2 Spike episodes will show that growth. But what is that really? It's nothing special. It's just my headcanon. Thanks for watching. Hey, Everpony. I'm going to talk over the credits for a minute here, so bear with me. Analysis Daily has opened up for voting for the month of May, and I'm including a link in the description. The way voting works is you have 3 choices, in which you can give 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point to the channels of your choice. But make sure you don't edit your vote comment or it won't be counted. Last time I got 9th place, but there's some stiff competition this time around, so I need everyone's help to take the top spot. I'm Dulcet, and always keep theorizing. You just might wind up right. Thanks again for watching.